Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into this video, and if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy end of the year. Happy end of 2019. I cannot believe that I am saying that. Like, I seriously cannot believe that I am sitting here and I'm filming this video. Like, I know I've been saying this in the past few videos that I've made, but seriously, I just feel like after the summertime, or even not even then, like even during the summer, like I feel like ever since Hubs got back from his deployment, everything was just going by in the blink of an eye. Like, I seriously cannot believe that we are already here and the holidays are over. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and I can't believe it. So with that being said, Hubs and I want to wish you all who are watching this a very, very wonderful and blessed, happy, healthy, and prosperous 2020. 2020 is going to be a new year, and I feel like I have a good feeling that it's going to be like an amazing, amazing year full of blessings and happiness. Also, as I am sitting here today, we did hit 6,000 subscribers, which was a tremendous way to end the year. So thank you all so much for continuing to support me and Hubs as we continue to grow this channel. So just thank you all so much. I am going to be hosting a 6K giveaway soon. I'm probably not going to be doing that until after the new year though, so just stay tuned for that. But anyways, now we are here. This video has been much awaited. I know some of you guys have been messaging me asking me if I will be doing this video, and of course I will be doing this video, but I will say, as opposed to last year, I did 2 separate videos. I split the categories into the brands, so I did a top Bath & Body Works fragrances video and then a top Victoria's Secret fragrances video. I am actually just going to combine the 2 into one video because I don't have enough fragrances to make each separate video, and that's not to say that this year was underwhelming in terms of fragrance releases. I don't know, I feel like I was very picky this year just because you guys know my body care collection is like a little bit too cray-cray. So yeah, I was very selective on what I was purchasing. So these are just the top fragrances that the 2 companies released this year that are my favorites out of the entire year. So let's go ahead and dive right into this video. If you guys are new here, hello, my name is Neselle. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first we're gonna start with Bath & Body Works. So this first fragrance that I have here, I do want to mention I do have a little bit of a ranking system to all of these. For the Bath & Body Works fragrances, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fragrances, and then for Victoria's Secret I have 6. So I have a total of 16 fragrances here to share with you guys. So the 10th fragrance from Bath & Body Works, this one I ranked at number 10 just because I only recently got this, and by recently I mean I just got it the other day during the semi-annual sale, but I had meant to purchase this when the collection came out earlier this year. I just for some reason never got a chance to, but I do genuinely love this fragrance, and that is Lily and Green Tea. So I know a lot of you actually commented on my earlier videos around the time when this line came out, and a lot of you all said that this fragrance was amazing, and I definitely wanted to get my hands on it because it has green tea. Green tea is one of my all-time favorite fragrance notes, so I definitely knew that I had to get this. So the notes in here are Lily of the Valley, Green Tea, and White Amber. So I actually don't own this in the fragrance mist just because I haven't found it yet in stores, so hopefully, fingers crossed, at some point during this SAS I can grab the mist. But I only have the body cream here, and I put it on my body last night after I showered before I went to bed, and it is so nice. This to me is like a spring fragrance just because it's very crisp and it's very fresh and clean. You know how green tea scents, they tend to be very calming, very zen, crisp and clean. That is exactly what this fragrance is. So to me, this is just a little bit out of season, but I love the fragrance itself. So I really hope that I'm able to find more products in this certain scent, but it is really, really nice. Really, really nice. If you guys tend to love those calming green tea type of scents, I think you will really like this. The lily is prominent in here, I will say that, so just a little heads up if you guys are sensitive to florals. I myself am sensitive to florals, but I actually really enjoy this fragrance. So lily and green tea, that is number 10. So coming in at number 9, this scent was part of the Fresh collection that came out earlier in the springtime this year, and this is in Underwater Oasis. The keynotes to this fragrance are sparkling bergamot, jasmine, bamboo, marine notes, and blue musk. So I will say that I love this fragrance. Out of the, I think this collection had 3 fragrances, this one was my favorite. I love it so much. It's very, again, very aquatic, very crisp and clean. And there's a sharp musky tone to this, so I feel like, especially in the shower gel, I feel like it's unisex. Now I will say that the few times that I did wear this fragrance earlier this year, I noticed that the longevity was pretty much non-existent. Like, I don't know, I just expected it to be a little bit longer in terms of longevity, but it really wasn't that long. Like, it didn't last too long on my skin. So that's why this one is coming in at number 9. It is a really nice fragrance. I do love the fragrance itself. It's a very crisp, bergamot, clean, aquatic fragrance, and I love fragrances like that. But to me, on my skin personally, the longevity is just not that great. So just keep that in mind. But this fragrance, again, I really, really enjoy it. So this particular scent is actually currently available during the semi-annual sale. The first time this collection actually appeared was the summer semi-annual sale of this year, and then they decided to bring it back this semi-annual sale. This one is in Portofino Pink Prosecco. Now, I will say, I just want to tell you guys that hands down, I would put Mediterranean Blue Waters in this list. However, I am not putting it in this list because Mediterranean Blue Waters is not a brand new fragrance. They actually released that fragrance a few years ago and they just decided to bring it back this time around. As far as I know, this fragrance is brand new. So again, that's why I'm putting it in this list, because I just wanted this list to be exclusively the brand new releases for 2019. So if this is not a new release, please let me know it down below. But yeah, so that is why I am putting this in this list. So this was part of the Mediterranean Market collection, and I have the fragrance notes here because there's no notes on the fragrance mist bottle. But the fragrance notes are wild pomegranate, sparkling pink prosecco, soft jasmine, juicy nectarine, and white woods. So this fragrance to me is very, very beautiful. It's very juicy, very heavy on the pomegranate. It's very sweet. It's very sweet and juicy, very fruity. I don't really get a woodsy undertone, so the white woods aspect of this fragrance I personally don't get. But this scent I found myself to really be enjoying during the summertime, so that's why I am putting it in this list. Again, if Mediterranean Blue Waters was in fact a new fragrance, that would hands down be in this list, because out of this Mediterranean collection, Mediterranean Blue Waters was my favorite. But yeah, so this one is currently available, like I said, during the semi-annual sale, so I do recommend this one for the summertime. It's very good, very juicy. If you're somebody who likes juicy, fruity fragrances, especially pomegranate with a hint of citrus, this fragrance is for you. Okay, so coming in at number 7, I think, 7, 8, 9, 10, yes, coming in at number 7, this one is also currently available during SAS right now, and this is in Toasted, Praline, and Pear. So this is what that looks like. This was part of the Fall Traditions line, and the fragrance notes to this fragrance are a warm, nutty treat of poached pear, toasted praline, graham cracker, and tonka bean. So I know a lot of you guys loved this fragrance as well when it released. This fragrance, I know a lot of people, myself included, compared this to Golden Pear and Brown Sugar from 2016. I always get my years mixed up. It's like 2016 or 2017, something like that. This fragrance is very similar to that, but it does have distinct differences. This one to me is more nutty and it's more toasty of a scent, whereas the other one I felt like was stronger on the fruity pear note. It was sweeter. You can definitely tell it's a brown sugar pear sweetened fragrance, but this one, more of that toastiness comes out, more of that toasty nuttiness, and I love it so much. This scent is very cozy to me. It's very cozy, and again, it's so appropriate for the fall time. So Toasted Praline and Pear is another one of my favorites. I absolutely loved wearing this during the fall season. Okay, so coming in at number 6, you guys, I had to include this in the list somewhere because this is honestly so iconic, and this is the Gingham fragrance from Bath & Body Works. And to me, I like to call this the signature Bath & Body Works fragrance, because just from the packaging to the scent itself and how they marketed this fragrance when it first released, it was just Bath & Body Works in a bottle for me personally. So the notes to this fragrance are a fresh blend of bright florals and a hint of sweet citrus, notes of blue freesia, sweet clementine, and soft violet petals. So I love this one. I love this one so much. My favorite note in here is the blue freesia. I love freesia, especially when there's like a hint of a blue aquatic sense to this. It's so nice. Now, this is a floral fragrance, but it's sweetened up by the clementine to the point where I love it. I love it so much. It's beautiful. This is a very beautiful fragrance. I honestly feel like even if you're not the biggest fan of this fragrance, just have something in this fragrance in your collection, just because, again, it's so iconic to Bath & Body Works collectors. Like, look at this packaging. So I absolutely love this one. Love it, love it. I highly recommend it. Okay, so coming in at number 5. Number 5 goes to Sweet Almond and Honey. So this was, I believe, the first time that White Barn did like a body care line. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this was in that collection with the honeysuckle fragrance. I think it was like, what, pink honeysuckle or something like that. And then I believe Black Cherry Merlot was also in this line. But I love this fragrance, Sweet Almond and Honey. Now let me tell you guys, this is number 5 because I receive so many compliments when I wear this fragrance. Literally so many compliments. So actually it was funny because a friend of mine, I visited her at work and we hugged each other, and then later on she texted me and she was like, by the way, what are you wearing, because I can still smell it on myself and it smells so good. Like, she's like, you smell amazing. And it was this fragrance. And then another time I was at the department store and I was purchasing something and the cashier was like, what are you wearing, it smells amazing. And then another time I just received so many compliments when I wear this one. So when I do my top most complimented fragrances video, which is coming up in the new year, this is definitely going to be in that list because this is a huge compliment getter. I was really surprised that I didn't see this during this semi-annual sale. I thought they would have released it during this sale, but maybe next year in the summer they'll release it. But this is amazing. I can feel it. I will admit, I don't like how the bottle is black just because I don't know like how far into the fragrance I'm in, but I can tell that I only have maybe like half this bottle. Like, you could just noticeably tell that I used a good bit of this fragrance. So I definitely need to get myself a couple backups of this. I need this in my collection, in my life at all times. Sweet Almond and Honey, you guys need to get this one. And to me it's very universal. Like, I don't think it would be considered to be an offensive fragrance by any means, just because it's a very neutral fragrance. If you're somebody who liked Almond Blossom, you will love this. It has that same sweet nutty almond base note in here, but it's sweetened out by the honey, and it's so good. So if there's like a scent in here that I highly recommend to you guys for all year round and even as a signature scent, Sweet Almond and Honey. This is amazing. So coming in at number 5, this fragrance, I was actually really surprised at how high I put this up in the list. I knew for sure that I wanted to include it in here somewhere, but I just didn't realize how much I actually loved this fragrance. And this is in Santa's Blueberry Shortbread. So this is actually currently available again during the semi-annual sale. It is actually 75% off right now, and I have a full review on this collection. For any of these where I have a full review on the collections, I will be linking them on the screen here as well as down below in the description box, just in case you guys are curious to know my full in-depth thoughts on these fragrances. But I will admit that the overall Land of Sweets collection was a little bit on the underwhelming side to me. Like, I just thought it was okay. It wasn't anything too fantastic. And I'm pretty sure I said that this was my favorite fragrance out of the entire collection. But honestly, like, after I made that video, I used it in the shower gel and then I just kept using it. And the more I just fell in love with it. So I absolutely love this one. It's just so delicious. It's so delicious. I love the blueberry note in here because you can definitely tell it's a fresh blueberry, but it's sweetened up with like a warm bakery vanilla shortbread cookie type of fragrance. It is so good. To me, it's basically as if you took like a shortbread vanilla cookie and then you slathered blueberry jam on top of it. that is what this smells like to me, and it's so good. You guys know I am the gourmand queen. Like, I love gourmands and I don't mind smelling like gourmands, so this is amazing, amazing, amazing. It's so good. So coming in at number 3, honestly, now that I'm sitting here, I think I would like to put, like, I think I want to change these two here. Like, I want to put this one as number 4 and then this one as number 3. But this one is Christmas Cocoa and Mint. I love this one. I am so, oh my gosh. Now, you guys know I am not a mint person. I don't like mint scents, twisted peppermint. I've never purchased a day in my life because I don't like mint scents. But this one is so good. Now, the reason why I want to put it as number 4 instead of number 3 is that this left a weird tingling, cooling sensation on my body, and I think some of you guys also talked to me in the comments about this. It's because of the mint note in here. So it was just weird to me. Like, it gave me weird anxiety because I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, my body just felt like this weird tingling, cooling effect. So that took away a little bit from the fragrance, but the fragrance itself is phenomenal. It's essentially that they took hot cocoa and cream and they added a little bit of a mint note in there. But it's so, so good. Now, I was afraid of this scent because I was afraid that the chocolate would get lost in the mint, but the mint, while it's noticeable, obviously it's evident that it's like a chocolate mint scent, it's not lost, and the mint doesn't overtake the hot chocolate notes. So that's why I love this scent so much. But like I said, I do want to put this at number 4 and then Santa's Blueberry Shortbread at number 3. But nonetheless, the two fragrances are amazing. So coming in at number 2, you guys, I think you will be surprised with my number 2 pick because I'm even surprised myself. And this is in Into the Night. So I do have a full review on this scent, and of course I will link it for you guys on the screen here. But yeah, I'm just so surprised at how much I ended up loving this fragrance. So I will say that my first initial impressions weren't that great. Like, I liked it, but it was just like, it's okay. There was even a time when I was just like, no, I actually don't like it. But then the more I wore it on my body and the more I wore it, I just fell in love with it. It's so nice, but I will admit, I will say that to me, this is not year-round friendly. To me, I would only wear this in the winter time specifically, like around like Christmas time, because to me, this screams holiday party. So it is very situational. Like, I don't think it's universal for me personally. I would also wear this like around Valentine's Day, like date night, because to me there is like a chocolatey vibe to this that's very like Valentine's Day appropriate. But yeah, it's a really, really nice fragrance. I know people are either hit or miss with this scent, but I'm somebody who just grew to love it. And when I say I grew to love it, I really grew to love it. So Into the Night, this is my number 2. I just love the combination of this. Now, there is a rose component in here, but it's like a dark rose. There's no, like, I don't want to say grandma rose because I know that's offensive, but the powderiness of the rose is definitely more subdued. To me, this is more of like a rich cacao floral type of fragrance. So I think I love it so much because of the cacao note in here. And then there's a little bit of like a mocha undertone to this as well. So Into the Night, this is my number 2 fragrance for this year. And my number 1 fragrance, my most favorite fragrance of 2019 from Bath & Body Works is Twinkling Nights. So I ended up loving this one, you guys. Oh my goodness, I just ended up loving this one. This is a clementine, sugary, vanilla fragrance. At least that's what I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But it's just so good. It is so, so good. And I know a lot of you guys fell in love with this fragrance as well. So this is also currently available during semi-annual sale. As of right now, when I'm filming this, it's only 50% off. But it is available nonetheless. And then of course, Into the Night is still available as well. So yeah, this fragrance, I just fell in love with it. So if you guys are just interested in knowing what my favorite fragrance was from Bath & Body Works of this year, Twinkling Nights. So I highly, highly, highly recommend this one. It is so beautiful. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Now, I will say too is that this doesn't scream seasonal to me. Like, it's not like just for winter or anything like that. Like, I could see myself wearing this year round, to be honest with you. It's like a frosted citrus vanilla type of fragrance. It's not gourmand, but to me it almost sits like borderline gourmand. It's very interesting. Okay, so those are my top Bath & Body Works fragrances of this year. So let's go ahead and dive right into my Victoria's Secret fragrances. So I do have 6 here, like I said, not as much as my Bath & Body Works ones, but I feel like the 6 that I have here are like top notch. So coming in at number 6, this one is in Tropic Splash, and it looks like this. The notes to this fragrance are juicy citrus, mango punch, neon burst. So, this is so good. Now, you guys know I love mango scents. I love peach and mango scents. Those are like my top 2 fragrances for the spring and summer. And this is just, I love this one. I love this one. Oh my gosh, the mango note in here is just so juicy and it's so fresh. It is so good. And then mixed with the citrus, this one, if you are just somebody who loves mango scents, please give this a try. If you're somebody who just loves fruity scents, give this a try. It is so good. And I do like the packaging. I love how it's frosted. It has like flower petals and then like slices of citrus fruit, if you can see that. But yeah, so this scent is amazing. This is number 6. Coming in at number 5, this is in Flower Tripp, and it looks like this. And the notes to this fragrance are water lily, amber dream, petal pusher. So I love the packaging of this one too. Like, Victoria's Secret does their packaging so amazingly, like so amazingly. This one is so nice. I will say the lily in here is very strong, but I love this one because as a floral, as somebody who typically does not like florals, I actually really enjoy this fragrance. It's so good. It's very light. This fragrance is very light, and I don't say that in terms of like projection or sillage. Like, it's just light in the sense that it's not a heavy fragrance. It just smells like light and airy. It almost feels like that as well, and it's just so nice. I love the warmth that the amber is giving to this fragrance. It's just so nice. Such a beautiful combination. This is a beautiful fragrance. Okay, so coming in at number 4, I have Beach Dreams Forever. So I did see this during the Victoria's Secret semi-annual sale, so this currently is available for $4.99. And the notes to this fragrance are coconut water, sun-kissed sands, bon voyage. So this one I love because it reminds me of Beachwater Coconut from Bath & Body Works, which came out last year. I love that fragrance. So this is like the Victoria's Secret version of Beachwater Coconut from Bath & Body Works. It's so nice. I am somebody who is not always a big fan of coconut scents, but this one is done beautifully because it's a coconut aquatic water type of fragrance. And it's just so good. It's just so good. If you are somebody who loves Beachwater Coconut from Bath & Body Works, you need to pick this up because it is amazing. Okay, so now we are getting into my top 3 Victoria's Secret fragrances. So this one, you guys know I fell in love with this, and actually these next 3 here, a lot of you guys purchased based on my recommendation, and you guys also said that you love these as much as I do. So that makes me so happy when you guys trust my reviews and recommendations and you guys love them as well. So this one is in Amber Romance Noir, and it looks like this. I loved this entire Noir collection, but this one was a standout to me. The notes are golden amber, rich pomegranate, amber romance gets decadent. So this is like a darker, sexier version of Amber Romance, but this is beautiful. The pomegranate note in here is very rich and it is very decadent, and it's just amazing. It's very sexy, it's seductive, it's dark, it's intoxicating. But it's so nice. I wore this one quite a lot. I don't know if you're seeing it, probably not. Well, you can kind of see it a little bit, but I actually used it all the way down to here. So I used quite a bit of this fragrance. I love this one so much. This is a wonderful fragrance. So if you have not had the chance to try this out, definitely try it out. So coming in at number 2, it's also part of that Noir collection. And again, a lot of you guys got this based on my recommendation. And this one is in Bare Vanilla Noir. And this one is stunning. This one is phenomenal. The notes are creamy vanilla and warm pear. So I love this one because to me this smells like a scent that they had way back in the day, and I think it was called sugared vanilla pear or something like that. It was like in a Christmas packaging. It was in a green bottle. That's how old it is. It's really old, but it's basically just like a sugary crystal pear vanilla fragrance, and this smells exactly like it. I love this also for layering. Now I did mention to you guys that I will be doing a layering video, so just stay tuned for that. But I also suggested that if you pair this up, if you layer it with what was that one called? 24 Karat, I think, from the Disco collection, I think it was called. It was from the Disco Nights collection, and it was the caramel one. It was the 24 Karat caramel scent. Now that scent to me does not have any longevity whatsoever, but I paired it up with this to offer like a sweet and caramelized fragrance to this. And my goodness, the combination was phenomenal. So Bare Vanilla Noir, so many different layering options with this fragrance, so I just highly recommend it. It's a very versatile fragrance, and I also used a lot of it, as you can see. I used down to here with this one. So I need to grab backups of these two, guys. Seriously, I highly recommend you guys check these two fragrances out. They are super good. And lastly, I have to share with you my #1 favorite fragrance of this year from Victoria's Secret, and that is going to be Never Ending Summer. I fell in love with this fragrance, and I know a lot of you guys did too when I did this fragrance review. The notes are fresh bergamot and sapphire seas. Oh my goodness. Now I tell you, I love bergamot as a scent note. It's one of my all-time favorite scent notes, and I do not get bergamot in here. What this reminds me of is Cucumber Melon from Bath & Body Works. Oh my goodness, I love this one. This to me just smells like the Victoria's Secret rendition of Cucumber Melon, and I know a lot of you guys agreed with me on that as well. So if you're somebody who loves fresh, juicy Cucumber Melon from Bath & Body Works, please do yourselves a favor and get this fragrance if you can, because it smells amazing. Amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. Hands down, my #1 fragrance from Victoria's Secret for this year. Never Ending Summer. This one is phenomenal. So that's it, guys. That concludes my top fragrances for 2019 this year. Again, I cannot believe that 2019 is already over. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand where this year went. But thank you all so much, so much for your continued love and your support, especially this year. My true ride or die subscribers, you guys know that this year has been quite a roller coaster, especially in the beginning of the year when Hubs was still deployed. This year has just been crazy, but you guys have stuck with me throughout it all. And seriously, I would not be here sitting here and filming this for you guys if it weren't for you. Thank you all so much for just being the incredible people you are, and I love you guys so much. So this is gonna be the last video of 2019. I cannot believe I am saying that. But yeah, so that is everything. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. I love you guys so incredibly much, and I will see you all next year. Peace.